Osu Shihan, we met to discuss some important news. Can you tell us more about it?
Osu. Hello, everyone. Today, it is no secret that we have left the International Federation, World Kyokushin Budokai, WKB. There were reasons for this. We consulted and thought for a long time and decided not to join any other organization in order to avoid the same problems of growth of these organizations. And a decision was made to register a new international organization, which was named International Kyokushin Federation, IKF. On November 14, 2024, the Federation was successfully registered with the Ministry of Justice of Ukraine, information about which can be found in the relevant register. I would like to say right away that this is not another IKO organization, but the general concept of the International Organization, Kyokushin, another kancho or other superorganization. We simply united and gathered our style or people who adhere to my vision of karate in the international organization. Today, it is more than 15 countries. I am also the president, and it is recognized as an international organization and as the National Federation of Kyokushin, Budo Karate of Ukraine, KBDK. It is also accepted by such a large organization like the World Kumite Organization. Anyone can find information about it and see what it is all about. Today, it is the first organization in the East and in Japan in terms of the number of people who gather to determine the best fighter. They work very closely with a similar, very big organization called Full Contact Karate Organization, which was created by Shihan Kenji Midori. These two organizations are open to almost everyone, out of politics, without paying attention to kancho or dan. And they are looking for only the opportunity to find and identify the best fighter, the best karate. Organizations where coaching techniques compete freely to identify the truly best karateka in the world. This was Oyama's idea, and now people are starting to return to it after so many years since his death.
In autumn, you were in Ukraine. You had a meeting of the presidium and the coaching staff. How did your colleagues take this news?
If you don't discuss the thoughts of your followers, that's one thing. What young, politically unaware coaches think is another. Today, in some post-Soviet countries, sport still lives on old non-European traditions. We are talking about masters of sport, titles, etc. Accordingly, everyone had the same fear that we would lose the status of national federation, and around this were the main worries. But nevertheless, almost all 100% wanted to follow me where I would lead them. The most important thing is that we managed to keep the sport of the National Federation of KBDK, and we remained the National Federation and got another vector of development, more free and without pressure, without any politics. We do karate inside Ukraine, according to the laws of Ukraine. Today in the world, we declare a free policy, we prohibit nothing, and nothing is prohibited to us. We can compete wherever we choose, be wherever we want, and learn wherever doors are open.
Can we talk about any number of countries that are outside of Ukraine?
As I have already said, more than 15 countries are already members of this organization. This has been said for a long time and for many years. Why don't you create your own organization? You have such a great school, or let's join our organization. Today, I understand that everyone wants strong fighters and a large, strong organization. Unfortunately, the war has shaken our positions. But to go somewhere where they initially tell you everything beautifully and then make you bow your head and break your school is not an option. That is why we made this decision. At the moment, as I said, we have 15 countries, and I think that after this interview, there will be others who want to join us.
These 15 countries, are they European countries?
These are countries from the East to America and Canada, and of course, Europe and Asia.
Will you or an authorized person conduct interviews with applicants for membership in the organization?
In this matter, we follow the charter. For this purpose, there is a committee, a commission, representatives of countries who will advise and consider and recommend these people.
How do you see the composition of the presidium of the new federation? Do you have any candidates, and in general, how will it be formed?
It will be formed from advanced people who have better development in their countries. People who work well, and they should be represented, because their work can influence the organization and develop it.
What are the criteria and requirements for new members of the organization?
It is necessary to follow the charter, fulfill certain requirements, not be just a picture in a photograph, not buy belts. For me, the most important thing is that people love karate, truly do their job. The main thing is karate.
Regarding exam requirements, will there be any innovations, changes, or new elements?
Every school has its own program. Regardless of where I was, 45 years in IKO, 8 years in WKB. Every organization had its own program. But I repeat, if a trainer is advanced and wants his fighters to compete, he will in any case use some of his own methods. This is what he sees, observes, and studies from other sources. Therefore, we long ago created our own school program. Today it is accessible and open to everyone. Everyone can see the requirements, what kata and what combinations we do.
How do you see the structure of international tournaments that your organization will hold?
We were created only 2 months ago, and it should take a few years to understand this. After that, we will understand which countries can undertake to host, for example, the European Championship and international tournaments. If everything were good in Ukraine, the first World or European Championship would have been held there, because the school and the organization are based here. I will repeat that today we have 2 open organizations, the World Kumite Organization, WKO, and the World Full Contact Organization, WFKO, in whose tournaments most likely we will definitely participate. We also already have agreements with some international organizations on jointly hosting tournaments. One of these World Championships will take place in June 2025 in Hungary. Preliminary, participants from 50 countries will come there, and many representatives of different organizations will come. A meeting is also planned there, where a plan will be formed future development in Europe and the world.
Given the fact that you were previously a member of WKB, will you cooperate with them or not?
Yes. One of the reasons that pushed us to take the step is the ban on studying, on friendship, on the opportunity to learn from other instructors. From today, we declare complete openness. If we are accepted, we will be there. In any organization, there are many good and open people with whom we are friends and communicate. But when they start putting you in a framework and forbidding something, this leads to a split. We know many such examples. IKO and other organizations also split for the same reasons. First, you are invited, nurtured, and cherished. And then they begin to limit and forbid something. Therefore, in our organization, we declare complete openness and freedom.
Well, the last question. Do you feel that the time spent in WKB was wasted for you, and that everything could have been different?
Today I can answer this question a little philosophically. Any path you have taken is positive, because it gives you a push and knowledge of what is happening in the world. I wouldn't say it was a waste of time, no. Perhaps it was a waste of time for some accomplishments. Maybe if we understood each other better, everything could have been different. I had one wish, for the organization to grow, for us to use better methods, that we would share our vision of karate. But unfortunately, what happened, happened. It's sad that it happened. It's not my goal to go somewhere to the side, to create some organizations. My dream has always been and is to defeat the strongest, which we have done and will continue to do. Taking this opportunity, I would like to invite everyone interested in my karate and its vision to participate in our events, gatherings, and seminars. We are open to communication, regardless of styles and schools. So, welcome. Our doors are open. Let's communicate, be friends, and make our karate better. Osu.